Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonali Gupta, and today we are going to discuss about the top 25 data and BI terms that every data analyst should know. These terms are often more confusing, but it is very important if we know about these terms because these terms somewhat sometimes it's not easy to understand. So I will try to make it in a more simpler way so that it will be easy for you to understand. I'll try to explain with the help of an visuals and the real life examples. So whether you are preparing for any interview and if you are a beginners, then these terms are very helpful to understand the concept of a data analyst and the business intelligence term. So before get started, if you are new to this channel, then subscribe to my channel for receiving a notification of an important and the useful informations that I will be created that I'll created the video on it. So don't forget to subscribe for it. So let's get started. So the first term is the data. What is the data? Data is the raw fact and information that needs processing. Data can be of anything, like it can be a number, it can be a picture, it can be a text, video. So unorganized data is no use. So we have to make it organized while processing it so that we can make better information out of that data. Like for example, we have an employee attendance records. If the attendance data is not careful, is not organized well, then it is of no use. So we have to make it organized so that it can be meaningful for the analysis. So let's understand our next term, data warehouse. So it is very important. Like it's a central storage where large amount of historical data are stored. Like for an example, Amazon stores their customer purchase history in a data warehouse. It's a centralized repository, we can say. And many companies, big companies, use their data warehouse to collect the different kinds of data in a centralized space. And the other term is a data lake. So what it is? Data lake is a storage system that hold raw data in its original format. What it means in original format, like if we, for example, in a social media, if we post anything in a picture form or in a video form, so it data like directly stored in that particular format. It is not changed in any other format. So it's with an example it is also clear. So data lake stored in the same format, whether it's an image or audio or a video, and then the further analysis can be made with the help of some processing. Like with the diagram it is also clear we need processing after the data, like with the help of a machine learning tools, some intelligence applications. So this is all about the data lake. Then what is data mart? Data mart. So it is a subset of a data warehouse. Data warehouse, it's like a central repository where all the data is collected in a one place. And data mart is a subset form, is a small form of a data warehouse where some specific data is stored, like sales data stored in a sales department, like sales related data sales department is storing. Finance related data is stored by a finance department. With the diagram it is also clear that in the data warehouse, after the data warehouse, some small data marts are created, like they are for a specific uses. Like for purchasing is a different kind of a data. If any purchase related things we want, so we can directly go for the purchase data mart. So these are all about the data marts. So next it is a data modeling. So what it is, like data modeling is in design structure of a data to organize information. Like in the Power BI and in Excel, we also, if we are getting familiar with these tools, so we are creating a data models for getting a result more effective. So this isn't just an example of three tables that was connected with the help of some relationship, and it is also called as an ER diagram, that is entity relationship diagram. That was like members table is connected with a sales table from one to many relationships. Menu table is also connected with the sales table. So there are mainly some four kinds of relationships are also there, that with the help of these relationships data modeling are connected with each others. Next, it is data profiling. Data profiling is used for analyzing a data quality and patterns and anomalies in the data. Anomalies, it's like in some error or uh, dif- uh, some missing values kind of things is called it data profiling. So what was the example? If anything has a missing or a duplicate value in the customer records, so we need to make the data quality check, data pattern identify, value distribution. All of these things we need to done for make our data more accurate for our analysis. Data wrangling. So data wrangling and data munging is both a term, uh, two different terms, but their purpose is same. Like data wrangling is the process of cleaning, transforming, and enriching data to prepare it for analysis. Like within the data wrangling, data cleaning concept is there, and data wrangling is also deals with the transforming and structuring of a data. It with like in an example, it's handle a clean missing value, but it also convert the data into a standard format. It also needed for in data to make it in a more transform and a structured way. So data wrangling and data munging is both are same terms. Data cleaning, as we see that it is a subset of a data wrangling. Data wrangling deals with the data cleaning and the transformation and the structuring part also. But data cleaning is mainly focused on identifying and fixing errors and inconsistencies and missing values in the data set, and if they find it, then they fix these structural mistakes. Like for an example, if a mobile number it should be on a number data type, but their data type is a text, so we need to change it so that our result whatever we analysis we perform, so it provide the correct result out of it. Then comes to data granularity. Data granularity means the level of details stored in the data. That means the more the detail often that means the more granularity, it means the more the detail of a data is present in our data set. With this diagram, it is also clear. Like in this product hierarchy, category is the main level. From this category, we don't identify their subset. Like what is inside these category, how many subcategories are there, and how many product names are there. It means and it is a less granularity, but it is a higher level of details. That means higher aggregation. It is. It both are inversely proportional terms, like granularity and the level of details. Like after that category subcategory comes then a product name and the order id specifies the more granularity because it has a more accurate and a more detailed information of about the data. So this is all about the data granularity. Next comes to data validation. Data validation is like we need to ensure that our data is accurate and consistent before processing it for a further analysis. Like in an Excel, we can say we need to validate the data. Like if it's not consistent, then our result will be not in the proper format. And the data governance. Data governance is the rules and the policies for managing a data integrity and security. Like example, access control rules for a sensitive employee information. Some companies has a data governance policy for their data sensitivity, like their data is not leaked by any employee. So we should have to maintain the data governance. It is very important for because right now there are a lot of data is created everywhere, so it's important to uh, make sure the data is integrate and secure, and organization purpose also the data needs to be secure. Then the data analytics. Data analysis, it's using a data to discover insights and then making a decisions. Like this is a data analytics process. It was specified. Like first it's the data collection, then we need to prepare it for analysis, like for validating a data accuracy check and all this thing. Then we analyze the data. Then finally comes to the data visualization part. These are all comes under the process of a data analytics. And the data visualization. Data visualization is presenting a data in a graphical or a pictorial format. Like Power BI dashboard is a data visualization tool, and Tableau is also a data visualization tools. Like if we want to show a revenue by region, then which graph we should adopt. Bar graph is a we adapt if we have a less category, if we have a less region, then we should go for a bar graph. And there are different kinds of visuals are showing there, like pie chart, scatter chart, area chart, tree map, and some more. There are many kinds of a visualization, but we should be more specific, like what kind of a visualization we need to select for our data. Then comes to ETL, extract, transform, and the load. It is in process, and we perform extract, transform, and load in a Power Query. We extract the data from a source. Source can be of any form, like it can be a database like NoSQL, MySQL, SQL Server. It can be a file, CSV file, XML file, and it can be of any applications. Then from these data sources, we extract the data, and then it comes to we perform it in the Power Query, some transformation, like if the data is their data type is not correct and their data we need to merge it all, or we need to check the quality, then this comes under the staging area. Then we further load into back to the data warehouse and then analyze it further. Data refresh. Data refresh is like we need whenever we want to update a report with the latest data from a source, then we can adapt a feature called data refresh. For example, if we want some specific report that needs to be updated in every morning at 9 a.m., then we can schedule a refresh in a Power BI. Like there are two or three kinds of data refresh we can done, like a schedule refresh, manual refresh, incremental refresh. These are some important data refresh types we can perform in a Power BI. And the data center. Data center is a physical location where server stores the data, like a Google Cloud data center. There is a whole bunch of a data is stored in a particular. In this view, the diagram is showing is not correct because it was an ETL data diagram. This is a data center, like this showing is a correct, it's a Google Cloud data center. Now comes to a data fabric. Data fabric is a unified architecture to manage data across cloud and on premises. Like example, managing data from AWS, Azure, and the local server in one platform. Data redundancy. Data redundancy is used to duplicate data stored in a different places is called a data redundancy. If, like for an example, customer phone number is stored in both CRM and the sales database. So it is called a data redundancy. Next comes to data integration. Data integration is combining our data from a multiple sources into a one data set. Like with an example, it is also clear, like there are some multiple datas are coming together and then we integrate and then it provide a unified view. KPI. KPI is a key performance indicator. It is a measurable value showing a performance. For example, monthly sales target versus the achieved sales. Uh, every domain has a different kinds of KPIs. Like for an example, for an HR purpose, what should be their important KPIs? Like what is the attrition rate, what is the retention rate, what is cost per hire, and for a sales purpose, what is their month over month sales, what is their revenue, like all these kinds of a different KPIs. Dashboard is a visual representing of a data insight in a one view. Like this is an example of a Power BI report that's showing a revenue, profit, and the customer satisfaction using a different kinds of a diagram and the charts, like a pie chart it is showing, and a graph and all the tables. Next comes to a data pipeline. Data pipeline is an automated workflow to move data between a system. For example, automatic data transfer from a ERP to a Power BI. The ETL process is also a part of a data pipeline. It automates our data. Next is data normalization. Data normalization is organizing a data to remove a redundancy. Redundancy means we already discussed it. Like we need to remove a duplication. For example, like if we want to split a customer address into a city, state, and a country column, then it is called as an different. We can segregate into a different parts. And the next one is the data encryption. Data encryption is a converting a data into a secure code to prevent from unauthorized access. It is very essential that we need to make our data encrypted. Then it should not be going in wrong hands, and it should not be manipulated badly. If our data is for an organization, some sensitive information are there, so our data needs to be encrypted. What is the process of it? If we have a data like it's a plain text, then we perform encryption. Then after encryption, it become an encrypted text, and where we want to send our data, we give the decryption key. Like it's like a description, and they, with the help of this decryption, they decipher the data and understand the meaning. Plain text in the form of a plain text. And the last term is Power Query. Power Query is a tool that is used for transforming a data in a Power BI and Excel. For an example, merging a two Excel table based on their customer ID, and if we want to merge more than two tables and perform any ETL, ETL can be performed under the Power Query. So these are all about 25 data concepts that we discussed, and I'll try to make it in a more concise way. And if you found this helpful, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for getting a useful information on uh, related to the data and all. So thank you for watching.